Hello, everyone. Good evening to you. Now, this depends on where you're watching from. You're welcome back to another session of the Ladies in Tech Bootcamp. Um, you're welcome back once more. I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a great day. I hope you can see me and I hope you can hear me. Good evening, everyone. Uh, I'm seeing your comments. Please indicate and let me know if you can hear me. Just want to be sure. Uh, Okay, good evening, Blessing. Just want to be sure that you can all see me and I'm live. Okay, you're welcome back to another session, and it's been such an interesting session looking at SEO. It's been such an interesting session looking at SEO. I believe at this point, you are now at the point where you are now at the point where you understand SEO. At least you have good insights on SEO, and at this point you can actually speak about SEO. You can speak about on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. Today we will be looking at link building strategies. Afterwards, like I said, we're going to look at some practicals, and we look at how you can use some tools to implement SEO. So I'll share my screen right away so we can look through. Currently sharing my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen so we can comment. Yeah, I think you can see my screen right away. So we're going to pick up right where we left off from the previous class yesterday. And yesterday we spoke about Google My Business, local listing, and basically how you can carry out on-page SEO on WordPress. I will still touch on that a bit. Basically, show you how you can install the used SEO plugin on a WordPress website. Just basically, give you a brief overview. So even if you haven't used WordPress before, but then once you get to use it, it doesn't look entirely strange. So I will walk you through that on this lesson as well. So today we'll be looking at link building strategies. At this point, I'm sure you are not familiar. I'm sure you're actually familiar with link building strategies. I apologize for that. I'm sure you are familiar because I spoke about backlinks, I spoke about internal linking. At this point, we're going to dive deeper into link building and then a couple of other things that you should know about building backlinks and internal linking when implementing SEO. Now, let's take a look at what link building is. It is a crucial part of off-page SEO, which involves acquiring hyperlinks from other websites to your own. Search engines like Google use links to discover new web pages and determine how well a page should rank in their results. When done correctly, link building helps to improve a site's authority, search engine visibility, and organic traffic. Now, link building is often considered one of the most challenging aspects of SEO because it requires outreach, it requires quality content, and strategic thinking. The right link building strategy can significantly enhance your website's domain authority and search engine ranking. Now, because of how technical SEO can be, it's actually strenuous because you have to reach out to business, you have to send cold emails, you might have to send cold messages, get to people's DM in order to approach them and speak to them about link building. So it's a bit tedious, basically. Now, let's look at why link building is important for SEO. It helps you increase authority. We spoke about how this works. The number of high quality backlinks pointing to your site signals to search engine that your website is trustworthy and authoritative in your niche. It's like a vote of confidence. We spoke about this. It also improves your search ranking. So search engine use backlinks as a ranking factor. Sites with more relevant quality backlinks tend to rank higher. So once you are able to build more backlinks, you're able to get sites to link to your website as well. It helps you to improve your ranking on search engine results pages. It helps you to drive real referral traffic. It also fosters relationship. Now it says link building often involves outreach and networking, which helps build relationship with industry influencers, bloggers, and website owners. So in the course of reaching out to businesses for link building is also an avenue for you to build relationship with these people, get to interact with them, and you are able to share ideas and able to collaborate together. Now let's take a look at some key metrics for evaluating backlinks. Now, before diving into specific strategies, it's essential to understand the key metrics that defines the value of a backlink. Now, we spoke about domain authority, in our last class, I suppose, we spoke about domain authority. Now, it's developed by Moz. This metric predicts how well a website will rank on search engine results pages. The higher the domain authority, the more authoritative the site is. Now, let's take a look at Moz. Moz is an SEO tool. Now, for some of these SEO tools, in order for you to use them, or in order for you to try out the free trial, you will need to add a credit card basically. Now, this is Moz. Now, we said something about domain authority. It's a metrics that was developed by Moz. Basically, they were able to use certain factors to assign domain authority to a business based on how long it has been in the market and a couple of other things. So this is what Moz looks like. So you can basically try it out and see how it works. So this is Moz Pro. All the features, you can basically raise your local SEO visibility with this tool. So it has some free tools here. It has the Keyword Explorer, Link Explorer. So basically what this does, it helps you to, research about certain websites. It helps you to build it helps you to discover websites that are linking to your website and potential website that you can actually link to, therefore helping you to improve um, your link building process. So this is what Moz looks like, basically. Moving forward, page authority. Now, just like domain authority that focuses on the strength of a specific page, now that's what the page authority is. Now, just like domain authority focuses on the strength of a page, and all of these metrics are developed based off how long that website has been on the internet, relevant content. All of these metrics are put together by Moz, and then a domain authority and a page authority is assigned to domains. Now, relevance. A backlink from a site relevant to your niche or industry holds more value than a link from an unrelated site. Now, it's important that the backlinks that you are getting for your website, you're actually getting these links from a site that's in your niche, or where relevant content, where you have a mutual form of content that you are sharing with your audience. Now, it's important, that you are receiving backlinks from sites that are in your niche. It actually helps a lot in terms of relevance. Now we're looking at anchor text. Now this is the clickable text in the hyperlink. Use of relevant keywords in anchor text help in anchor text can enhance SEO value. Now anchor text are basically words. So let's say this word now, SEO value. So if I have a link that links to another article about SEO value, that's actually great. It's one of the key metrics, for evaluating backlinks actually. Now, link location. Now, links placed in the body of the content holds more weight than those placed on the footer or sidebar. Now, you want to make sure that when you are structuring your content, we spoke about internal linking, that this link should be on your content. We spoke about follow and no follows, no follow link, where you guide search engines on pages that they should index and pages that they shouldn't. Now, a follow link passes SEO value while a no follow link doesn't. However, no follow links can still provide referral traffic and diversify your link profile. Now, let's take a look at types of link building strategies. Now, if you are working on an SEO project and you have done all you have to do for the on-page SEO, you have optimized every pages, and you have also worked on some technical part of the SEO, and at this moment you want to build certain links, you want to build domain authority, you want to also build um, your page authority as well. Now, these are we're going to be looking at a couple of strategies that you can implement to help you in link building. So first is your content-based link building. Content is the cornerstone of many link building strategies. High quality, relevant, and unique content naturally attracts backlinks. So we spoke about this, how it's important or why it's important to create relevant content and insightful content. That way, people can easily link to your website. Businesses in your space can link to your website because you have relevant and high value based resources to share to their audience as well. So, how do you achieve this? You want to create linkable assets. Now you can develop content that is valuable and useful to other sites, such as infographics. So you can develop an infographics that is focused towards certain things in your industry. Now, once this is really in depth, you have your logo, you have your branding in there. Other businesses can make reference to it because you have given in a lot of work to produce that value-based infographics. Now, if you have ultimate guides, now, Ultimate Guides is a comprehensive, in-depth guide covering a particular topic and can attract backlinks from people referencing your work. Now, you're looking at original research and case studies. So, if as a business you can carry out research and case studies that backed up with data, you get to see a lot of businesses that would want to, share that data across because it actually requires a lot of work to carry out surveys and come out with certain results. So it's a high value content. Now, expert roundup. So when you collect quotes or insights from industry experts, they are likely to share the content and like it. Now, there's something called the skyscraper techniques. Now, this involves finding popular content with many backlinks. Then you create a more comprehensive, updated version and reaching out to sites that link to the original content, suggesting the link to your improved version instead. Now, what this is saying, basically, it's well explained. Where you carry out research, you find out certain content with high traffic, and you ensure that you update that content. You try to add in a lot more value compared to what's already on the internet. That way, you can persuade the business that is linking to that to link to yours instead, because you have done a lot more work. You have been able to modify it, add a lot of new insights that wasn't captured on the previous one. Resource pages. Now, many websites have resource or useful links. Pages create a high value piece of content when reach out to webmasters of these pages, suggesting your content as a useful addition. So if you have resource pages, it's also great. You can attract backlinks with this kind of pages. Now, one of the ways you can build backlinks is leveraging guest blogging. Now, guest blogging involves writing articles for another website in your niche and getting a backlink in return. This strategy can be highly effective if done correctly. Now, looking at some of the best practices, you want to target high authority sites. Focus on websites with high domain authority and a strong presence in your industry. Why should you do this? Because when you are able to get that backlink, it's also going to impact your domain authority and page authority. We spoke about it in our previous class, whereby it's served as an endorsement, so it's actually going to be beneficial to your website as well. Now, you want to provide high quality content. When you write guest posts that offer value to the audience and include natural backlinks within the content. Now you want to build relationships. Establish a rapport with blog owners or editors before pitching guest posts. So basically, it just helps to smooth the process. Now avoid over optimization. Now use a variety of anchor text, brand names, um, URLs, or generic text to avoid penalties from search engines. Now, we spoke about this where you should avoid keyword stuffing. Now, broken link building. This strategy involves finding broken links on other websites and suggesting your own content as a replacement. Now, there are quite a number of reasons why you can find broken links on a website. They might change their domain, they might, update the content and update the link. So these are some of the reasons why links a page can be broken. So you can use tools to search for broken links on the website. And when you identify these links, you can reach out to these blogs and suggest your content as a replacement. Now, for the steps here, it says identify broken links. You can use tools like Ahrefs, Screening Frog, or check my link to find broken links on relevant websites. Now you want to create a replacement. If you have a broken link to a piece of content similar to yours, make sure your content is well optimized and serves as a suitable replacement. Now you want to make sure that before you reach out to this business about this, that you have done your due diligence and you are sure that your content is of high value. I think there was a point where a business reached out to me when I had some of my blog posts active. I spoke about gears that you can use to create videos, and they reached out to me and asked me that I should feature their tool on my blog as well. Where they were able to do this because they looked for websites that has this form of content, and it is pulling a lot of traffic. Now, this are ways that people engage in outreach in order to get backlinks for their website. Now, this is the outreach stage. Now, you have to contact the webmaster to notify them of a broken link and suggest your content as a replacement. Now, this is backlink reclamation. Now, backlink reclamation involves finding and reclaiming backlinks that were once linked to your site, but since been lost. Now, how do you do this? You can identify lost backlinks where you use tools like SEMrush and Ahrefs. And what you can do next is you reach out to these business owners and you request a relink to your content, especially if the link was removed or the page is still relevant. Now, well, one of the ways you can build link is using local link building. So for businesses that are targeting specific geographic areas, local link building can help improve local SEO ranking. Now, how can you build link locally? First, you can achieve this by sponsoring local events. Partner with local events or charities in exchange for a link on their website. Now, you want to look at local directories. You can submit your business to local and industry specific directories like Yelp, Google My Business, and industry specific directories basically. For local news sites, you can reach out to local news outlets and community, blogs or press coverage or company news or community involvement. So basically, this is something you can do within your local environment. So if you are in a city, you want to reach out to directories in that city. We spoke about that yesterday, where I showed you a couple of directories that are available in Nigeria here, and you can reach out to these businesses and basically collaborate with them, or you pay so you can get link from their website to yours. Now you want to look at social media and content promotion. Now, promoting your content on social media platforms can indirectly lead to link building opportunities. While social media shares themselves don't count as backlinks, they can help expose your content to a larger audience, increasing the chances of earning backlinks. Now, looking at best practices, You should leverage influencers. Connect with influencers in your niche who can share your content, increasing the likelihood of it being linked by others. Now, the next one is content amplification. So you can use content amplification platforms, like Outbrain or Taboola to push your content to a broader audience. Now, there are platforms like this that helps you to push your content to a larger audience because most times they have a lot of traffic, so they can easily push your content to a larger audience. Now, you want to engage with communities. You can participate in online forums, group, and communities such as Reddit, Quora, or industry-specific forums where you can share your expertise and link back to your site when appropriate. Now, if you have use Reddit and Quora, you realize that a lot of people come here to ask questions. So if you have a blog post, if you have certain form of content that addresses that, you can write a bit about it and then you add a link to it. That way, you're going to pull relevant traffic to your website as well. And then websites like Reddit and Quora, they are actually websites with high domain authority. So linking to this website would actually do a lot of good to your website as well, helping your website to build backlink. The other steps here, or one of the strategies you can use, includes link building via partnerships. Now, forming partnerships with other websites in your niche or industry can lead to natural linking opportunities. For strategies, you can rely on collaborations. Partner with industry peers to create co-branded content such as um, white papers, research, or webinars where both parties share the content and link to each other. Now, I've actually seen this a lot where businesses collaborate together because they are in the same niche. So um, you could be let's say an automation expert, and then you are collaborating with a company that has a software that performs automation. So you can hold webinars where you teach businesses, how they can automate their business process, and that way you are building great relationship and you are also promoting each other's business. Moving forward, we spoke about collaboration, sponsorship. So you can actually sponsor events, contests, or charities and request a backlink in return. Supplier links. So if you sell products, request links from your manufacturer, suppliers, or partners to showcase your business on their websites. Now you can also achieve this using PR and digital PR. So digital PR is the practice of creating newsworthy content and using it to build relationship with journalists and online publications to secure coverage and links. Now, in regards to best practices, you want to create newsworthy content, develop stories, press releases, or studies that are interesting to the media and their audience. Now, this is self-explanatory. So, if you are in that space, you want to create um, stories. You want to also, carry out research and then create great articles on these topics. And some of these media outlets will be really interested, and they will link to your content. Now, you want to use PR tools like BuzzStream and Ninja Outreach, that can help you in finding journalists and media outlets in your niche. Now, you want to also leverage press releases. When done right, a well-structured press release can earn backlinks from media outlets and industry news sites. So, as a business, if you have some press releases, you can make sure it's well structured. And this is, since it's relevant to certain industries, you get media outlets in that industry that would share, about your press release. And most times, you can actually reach out to them about your press release and they will help you to get this content across a larger audience. Now, the next one is competitor backlink analysis. So let's see if we're all good. Okay, great. Everyone can hear me. Competitor backlink analysis. Now, analyzing your competitor's backlink profile can help you identify potential link building opportunities. Now, you can identify your competitors using tools like Href, SEMrush, or Moz to find competitors in your niche. I think we have seen what Moz look like, where you can see it has a free tool basically, but then most times before you use this, um, you have to basically add a valid credit card. So this is Link Explorer. You can use it to explore links on. So what you just need to do is literally type in the domain name and it's going to explore the links on that website. So let's take a look at what Href look like. Hrefs.com. This is what Hrefs.com looks like as well. Now this is what Href.com looks like. It's an SEO tool as well. Now let's look at their resources, look at their tools here. There, you can carry out Site Explorer where you research your competitors' backlinks and keyword rankings. You can see Site Explorer, Keyword Explorer where you can find keyword ideas from your industry leading database. So what you literally need to do is just input the name of your competitor or the name of your business, and it's going to provide you reports on keywords that are ranking, that are helping your website to rank high, and then your search volume and a couple of other information as well. For some of these too, they offer a free trial, but then you need a valid card in order to basically get the free trial. Now this here are the pricing for this too. You can see it's a bit pricey actually. So if you are working on a SEO project, you will certainly need this tool, in order for you to be able to carry out, Site Explorer. It will also help you carry out keyword analysis so you can identify keywords, that website is ranking for. You can carry out a general site audit. You can carry out a competitor analysis where, you are comparing two companies to see how their traffic is performing and which keyword they are ranking for. And then this can actually help you if you are in a similar industry. You can discover keywords that these businesses are ranking for and then create content around that keyword as well. You see they have local SEO. It's actually coming soon. So once you use this tool, it's going to give you insights on how you can basically engage in link building to improve your local SEO. Um, yeah, I think over time we have seen SEMrush. I said we're going to look at SEMrush today, but unfortunately we'll not be able to use SEMrush, but we're going to use Ubersuggest. It's also an AI tool. With Ubersuggest, you can actually get a free account and carry out testing as well. Now on this tool, you can see, let's see, App Center, resources. So they have an academy as well. So you can head over to their academy and you're going to see a lot of relevant videos, which is going to help improve your skills in SEO. Now, unlike other tools, they would give you a free trial or they will actually give you a free plan. But as you can see, for these tools, you see you actually have a paid plan. You basically would have to start off with a valid credit card in order for you to access this service. Now you want to analyze their backlinks, review where your competitors are getting their backlinks from, and determine if you can replicate or improve on their strategy. Contact websites linking to your competitors and pitch your content or services as an alternative. Now avoid black hat link building. Now black hat SEO refers to unethical practices that violate search engines guidelines and can result in penalties, including being indexed from search, including being de-indexed from search engines. Now, we're going to go deeper into what black hat SEO is, gray hat SEO, and white hat SEO. Now, these are ethical and unethical practices that people leverage in order to rank their websites high on Google and other search engines. Now, if you are caught implementing black hat SEO, it's going to affect your ranking, and Google will likely penalize your website, and it's going to affect your ranking significantly. Now, some black hat SEO strategies include buying links. Now, when you purchase backlinks, it's against Google's guidelines and can lead to penalties. Link farms. Now, these are a group of websites that exist solely for the purpose of linking to one another. Links from these sites are low quality and can harm your SEO. So there are link farms where basically what this website does is to basically sell linking to other websites. And if you are caught by Google and they realize that this website basically is for link farming, it's not an actual business. This is what they do. It will impact your ranking and generally your domain authority as well. Now, excessive reciprocal linking. While some reciprocal linking is natural, exchanging too many links with other sites can lead to penalties. So basically, you should reciprocate linking, but it should not be too much. Now, automated linking. Avoid using software to generate backlinks automatically. These links are often low quality and flagged by search engines. So it's something you should avoid. It's not good practice generally. Next, monitoring and measuring link building success. Now, when you track the performance of your link building efforts, it's actually critical to understanding what's working and where you can improve. Now, here are some tools. Basically, I just showed you these tools and some of the feature they have. Now, for Ahrefs, it's a comprehensive tool for tracking backlinks, analyzing competitors' link, and discovering new linking building opportunities. SEMrush and Moz Explorer. Now, Google Search Console, it also provides data on who is linking to your website and which pages have the most backlinks. I was trying to show you Google Search Console, but then unfortunately mine is actually disconnected. So how that works is, let me see if I can console. Just if I can still just give a bit of clarity on Google Search Console and an idea on how to set it up if you get to come across it, because it's important. Every website, you should ensure that you have your business on Search Console, basically. So Google can easily index your website and you can get data on how your website is performing. So what you need to do basically is to enter your domain name. So what this means is that, so you want to ensure that you are using your domain. So what you need to do is to enter your domain name. Once you do that, this is the first step to adding your website to Google Search Console. Once you click on it, it's going to check. Now, if the recommended records are on your DNS settings, it's going to basically propagate, and you can just click on verify, and it's going to verify that these records are added to your DNS record. DNS means domain name server. Yeah, so it's basically a system that helps you to manage your domain name. So you just need to basically copy this code and then add it to your DNS records. What it does is helping Google to verify that this website belongs to you and you are not adding it to a website that doesn't belong to you. So once you copy this and add it, automatically Google is going to verify it and it's going to take you through a few processes. And once you are done with that, you can now, over time, you can now see search volumes. You can see keywords that your page is ranking for, which page are visitors engaging with the most. All of this information can be found on Search Console. Um, Now for this session, we are going to be using Ubersuggest. So with Ubersuggest, you can basically create a free account on Ubersuggest. Once you have your free account on Ubersuggest, you can basically add a project. Once you add a project, adding a project basically means you want to manage a domain, you want to manage a website. So let's say you approach the business and you told that business that, okay, I carried out a bit of research and I found out that your website, a lot of things are wrong with your off-page SEO, your on-page SEO, and other aspects of your SEO basically. And As an expert, I want to help you to, manage these processes and ensure all of these things are properly set up. Now, with a tool like Ubersuggest, you can add a project. Now, once you create a project, you can track and improve your SEO traffic. You can track and improve your ranking, get daily status updates on how you are doing. You get alerts about critical issues on your website. You monitor your SEO health and organize and save your SEO research and document. So this is what happens when you have your project on Ubersuggest. Now you can see it has a 7-day free trial to unlock all data. So you pay nothing for today, you cancel anytime, and 0 risk-free trial. So let's add a project. Let's just take a look at a basic overview of all the options of all the features we have by left hand side. So this is the dashboard. You will basically add a project here. So this is rank tracking. So basically, track your rankings, and it's going to provide SEO opportunities. Make sure all your pages and blog posts okay, that went off. So this is site audit. So if you want to carry out a site audit, now discover the SEO issues affecting your website. So so we can basically just insert a website here and carry out a search, and it's going to give us in-depth insight on that website. Basically, it's going to give us an in-depth insight and basically see what could be wrong with the website. Now, this is for keyword research, keyword overview. So get a detailed keyword overview. So you want to enter a keyword based on your niche. Then you want to search for a location. You select your preferred language and then you search. So what this will do is it's going to help you to, it's going to help you find out your search volumes and also other relevant keywords in your space. Now this is for keyword ideas. Now looking at apple.com, location and language. You are okay, so you are using a free version of Ubersuggest, so you have 2 out of 3 daily searches. Yeah, so that's why I wanted to just stick with this. So it's showing us, some of the keywords that this website is ranking for, basically. So it's for news. You can see it's also ranking for news. This is the search volume, 368,000, the cost per click, and other ranking factors, basically. So SEO difficulty. Okay, you get to see all of this. You filter based on keywords. You want to include certain keywords and exclude certain keywords. Basically, you can now see some of the keywords that Apple is ranking for. You can see it's ranking for oceans of PDF, Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max, gift card pictures. Now, these are some keywords that Apple is ranking for, basically. Now, for you to see more, we have to upgrade our account. There's keyword visualization. You can get a keyword and then basically search by country. Similar websites. You want to get a similar website. You want to get a similar website to your competitors, basically. Now you can see these are similar websites: Boomplay, Shopify, imdb.com, Softonic, and others. Now these are competitors, basically, that because they are in a similar space. Now this is backlinks. Now backlinks overview. So I hope you can all see my screen. You can all see my screen. You can all see my screen. Let me see. Yeah, great. I think everyone can see. Where were we? Yeah, Ubersuggest. So basically, this is the backlink analysis for Apple. Apple has a domain authority of 99, referring domains 7.1 million, and this here is the amount of backlinks it has. It has a lot of backlinks, basically. So this is the backlinks over time and so on. So you can see with a tool like this, you can easily analyze a website and gain insights about the website. So let's add a project. So let me add a project. Let's add a project. So what we need to do is to add a URL. So I think what I'll do is I'll just add the URL to my website, or we can also carry out. Um, so let's try and use the website of other businesses, um, where they have a lot of traffic. So how about we use Netflix? I just thought about this. Okay, .com. Now let's use Nigeria. Continue all of this language and location. So add this, then we click on next. Now add keywords to your current rank. So these are some keywords that people are searching for currently. For Netflix in Nigeria. So let's say I want to add this as a keyword. Keyword. Then I click on next. So this is me trying to add a project or trying to analyze a website. Now this is the website. It has the domain authority. This is the organic search, and this here. So this here are the number of organic keywords that this website is ranking for. Now competitive analysis. Track your competitors and top websites with similar keywords to see which one ranks up. Now these are other competitors. We have apple.com. Let's add Apple, and let's add I think Prime. Is it prime.com? Or let me just be sure. I think that should be the URL, amazonprime.com. Let's see. Oops, I think I got the wrong URL. Nevertheless, let's just use the suggestions that we have here. So let's add IMDb, and then we click on next. Do you want my team to grow your traffic? Nah, you can handle this. Now you can head over to the dashboard to fix your site and grow your traffic. It may take time for data to populate. Now what we are doing basically is we compare. So let's say you have a website you are working on. What you'll be doing essentially will be trying to compare your website to others in that industry or your direct competitors to see how you are performing and how they are actually performing. And with the result, you can easily identify loopholes and where you can basically gain more in terms of SEO. So this is loading. So before this loads, let's head over to our note and let's see where we stopped. So we are currently on the conclusion where we are talking about link building. Now, link building is an essential element of any successful SEO strategy. By focusing on high quality relevant backlinks and avoiding black hat tactics, you can improve your site's search engine rankings, increase domain authority, and drive more organic traffic. Whether you use content-based strategies, guest blogging, outreach, or other methods, patience and consistency are key. Regularly monitor your progress and adapt your strategy as needed to stay ahead in the competitive SEO landscape. So this is just a summary of all the things that we have been looking at now for the past 3 days. Now, okay, this is almost done. This is almost done. Now, before this is completed, this is actually taking time because we are trying to work with websites with a lot of data. Now, let's take a look at what black hat, gray hat, and white hat SEO means, basically. Let's see if this is up. Okay, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Good. So we're done already. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. So at the moment, we have a project here with Netflix. Okay. Welcome to your dashboard based on the competition in and Google and analysis on the website will prioritize the top SEO opportunities you can act on now and grow your traffic. Okay, now this is the data that we have. Now it's asking us to basically connect this account to Google, for us to get more SEO insights. Now we're looking at um, the keyword rankings, a summary of how your tracked keywords are ranking in Google as at the 28th of August down to the 27th of September. So this is more like a dashboard that is just showing you an overview of your traffic. Now this is new content. Now it's actually telling you, this page has a potential to rank for higher keywords. Now these are now suggestions that can actually help you to improve your SEO strategy for this website. So let's say, this is a website for a client that you're working for. Now let's look at the ranking tracking. All location, let's switch to Nigeria. The last 30 days, let's say in the last 2 weeks, unable to retrieve, okay. Let's stick with the 30 days. Now, because I think initially we searched for this was the keyword we used basically. So now that's why it's giving us the result for the keyword. It's showing us the search volume, is showing us the link to the URL. Now, because we are on a free account, that's why we can't really see a lot of info. But here you can add more keywords. So if you have discovered that there are other keywords that you are ranking for, you can see there are quite a number of keywords here. Blood Sisters, it has the search volume, and your position here is fifth. So you can add quite a number of keywords. So let's take a look at SEO opportunities. So now this here is showing you opportunities, and things that you can optimize on your website. So now let's take a look at this. It says this page has the potential to rank higher for the keyword action movies. Um, Action movies, full movie English. Now this is actually a keyword that that has a lot of search volume. So what it's saying is that if you can inculcate this keyword into this page, now this is the page, you can inculcate this keyword into this page, you have a good chance of actually ranking higher for this keyword on search engine. So now what that means is that if someone is interested in action movies, and the person head over to Google and imputes this keyword action movies full movie English, because there are action movies in different languages. Now it means that this page is likely to actually pop up, and if the person that is searching and that's actually searching with this keyword wants to watch an action movie and doesn't have a Netflix account, and they find out that this page has a lot of action movies and it's interesting, this will drive them to go see what Netflix is doing. And if they are super interested, they would sign up and then create an account. That way, Netflix has been able to gain one customer using SEO. Now this is also it's also saying that this page, you can see, if you look at the URL, you see it has K drama on Netflix. Now it means a lot of people are searching for best Korean action drama. So if Netflix can actually optimize this page using this keyword, it means this page is going to rank higher and people will be able to find this page a lot more easier. So basically what you can do here, this feature basically offers you recommendations and opportunities that you can leverage in order to increase your ranking. Now, this is my workspace. Okay, I can see it's almost time for break. But before then, now let's take a look at the traffic overview. Now, when it comes, okay, now we're still okay. This is for okay, this was the previous test we actually did. So what we can do here, you can look at the traffic overviews of a website. So let's look at Netflix since we are using that as an example. Let's search. Now, what this is showing us now is the total organic search volume. It has a total of 446.7 million search volume, which is really huge. And then this is just what it's paying for paid ads. Now, these are the keywords that it's actually ranking for, and this is the number of backlink it has. At this point, we're going to go on a break so you can take your attendance, and when we are back, we will continue from where we stopped. Hello, you're welcome back from that break. I hope you have marked your attendance. I hope you have done that. Great, I can see your comments. Attendance has been marked. Great, I can see your comment. So let's jump right in. I'll share my screen right away, and you're welcome back from the quick break. Before the break, we were looking at um, a traffic estimation for Netflix. So because I am on a free account with TM Limited, you are using a free version of Ubersuggest. 1 out of 3 daily searches are available. So for me to be able to, you know, complete more searches, I have to upgrade my account. Now I have to upgrade in order for me to see the organic growth over time. Now this here is showing me the organic growth from last year down to August 2024. Domain authority, backlinks. For me to get to see all of this information, I have to upgrade. So for SEO keyword ranking, I have to upgrade. And then these are top SEO pages, and it's showing me the estimated visits. So this here is the page: Netflix, watch TV shows online, watch movies online. Now this is the login page, it's showing me the estimated visits and then the backlinks that are on these pages. Now for keywords, now these are the keywords that Netflix is ranking for, and you can see the position. You can see the position. It's ranking for Nigerian movies, films. Now this is a keyword. The search volume is over 18,000. Nigerian movie films, Netflix account, Avatar Last Bender, Netflix, K-drama. You can see the keywords that Netflix is ranking for. So for other businesses that are in the same space, they can also, so if they serve the Nigerian market, they can basically carry out keyword research and identify, these keywords are actually that uh, that Netflix is ranking for first, especially Avatar Last Airbender and K-drama. Now these are generic keywords, that can be found on most streaming platforms. Now they can leverage this and then optimize their website, so it has more of these keywords, and with that they will be able to get much, they will be able to benefit from this traffic that Netflix is actually pulling. Now this is just an overview, okay? Now let's take a look at we can actually find more data here. Looking at the top pages by traffic. I think that was what we looked at just now. Now these are now the top pages by traffic. Now the top pages here is watch TV shows online and watch movies. Now what you are doing basically is that so assuming you are working on a project, you have the project added to Ubersuggest. Now you're going to gain insights on what pages are um, uh, what pages are getting the most traffic, what keywords are you ranking for. So with all this information, you can make better and informed decisions. Now, in order for you to see more, you have to um, upgrade. Now we can see the estimated visits from these keywords and then the amount of backlinks that the pages have. Now for this page, it has 17.3 million backlinks. The login page has over 3,000 backlinks. You can see the number of backlinks that are on these pages. You can also see the traffic generating from Facebook, Pinterest, and Reddit. Now this is for backlinks. Now let's take a look at the backlinks overview. Initially, we saw um, a general report of the estimated backlinks that are on this website. So basically, you can see the backlink growth over time. Now this is referring domains and this is the backlinks. Now this is the referring domains. So these are the domains that are linking to Netflix, and this is the curve showing, how it's been able to maintain good quality backlinks from other websites, and showing the curve and the project and the progress from 2021 down to September 2024. So if we were on a paid plan, we'd be able to go deeper and then narrow by each individual month, and yeah, basically just go deeper to see what this data really is. Now here, now this is anchor text, movie series. Now basically what this is doing is giving you deep insights towards the backlinks, and how where all of these backlinks are coming from. Where all of these backlinks are coming from. Now you can see the domain authority of the websites that are linking to Netflix, and this is the anchor text. Now this is the text that they use to link to Netflix. So what they did is that the text was actually added to was added to this line of text in order to link to Netflix. Now you can see the name of the website, and you can see their domain authority. Now, if you look at all of these websites, they have good domain authority, and linking to Netflix will actually impact their domain authority as well. You can see here is the page authority. They have a good domain authority, and their page authority, you can see their page authority and their spam score. Now for this business, you can see it's been penalized. It has over 40% spam score. So basically you can see now this year has over 50% spam score. Now this is what happens when search engines realizes that you are violating certain rules. It indicates a spam score, and then what this does is it affects your ranking as well. So search engine will not crawl your website as often, and it's going to going to drop your ranking, and you might not even appear on the first page of Google any longer. Now, basically, it also has Ubersuggest has a Chrome extension. So once you install the Chrome extension and you get to any website, it basically shows you, what the domain authority on that website is and a couple of other information. As you can see, from the description it has here, it says download Ubersuggest Chrome extension to help you with SEO and keyword research while surfing the web. So you can be on the website and you're still going to get insight on which keyword this business is ranking for, and a couple of other things as well. So at this point, I believe we've been able to look at some things that you can do in terms of keyword research, in terms of analyzing a website, so you can find out certain areas that you would want to improve on that website. So before I move ahead, let's head over to our notes and let's take a look at what black hat, gray hat, and white hat SEO, what they are, and basically, so you are informed as a digital marketing expert, so you can be able to define when a business is leveraging black hat SEO, white hat, or gray hat SEO, and you can give advice and insights on best practices to adhere to in terms of achieving good ranking on Google. Now it says black hat, gray hat, and white hat SEO refer to different approaches to search engine optimization based on how closely they align with search engine guidelines and ethical practices. Each of these methods affects the long-term success, risk, and outcome of SEO strategies. Let me head here to be sure we are okay. It's great. You can all see my face. Now, what is black hat SEO? Now, black hat SEO involves using unethical and manipulative tactics to gain higher search rankings. These techniques violate search engines' guidelines, especially those set by Google. And while they may produce quick results, they carry a significant risk of penalties, including de-indexing, removal from search engine entirely, Now you can see you can be so unlucky and you implement a terrible SEO strategy, and it's going to cause your website to be entirely delisted from Google. So that means even if people search, they will not be able to find your website. That way you will not be able to gain any value from organic traffic. Now let's take a look at some of the things, the characteristics that are identified with Black Hat SEO. Now there's a focus on exploiting algorithm loopholes. Now Black Hat techniques attempt to trick search engine algorithms rather than providing real value to users. Now you see this is a big deal for search engines. They are out there in order to give value to people. But then what Black Hat SEO do is that they try to replicate that process, thereby it's now affecting the amount of value that the users are supposed to get. Now you see crappy websites ranking high because they were able to build their domain authority using some other means, and this is bad. And once the search engine bots are able to discover this website, they immediately they immediately penalize them, and it could mean your website being completely delisted from Google and other search engines. Now, it has short-term gains, long-term penalties. Now, these strategies can result in a quick ranking improvement, but can lead to penalties that cause rankings to drop drastically or result in a site being banned from search engines. Now, some common Black Hat SEO techniques. Now, since we have seen, things that the repercussions of using Black Hat SEO. Now, let us take a look at some of the techniques that people use in order to rank their websites high, which is against search engine and Google entirely. Now, they leverage keyword stuffing. Now, what this means, I spoke about this, where you stuff keywords on your content, even at points where it's not necessary. Now, search engine frowns at this. They want these words to flow in naturally, and you can use synonyms basically to um, help search engine understand what your content is all about. Um, Overloading a web page with keywords in an unnatural way to manipulate the ranking. Now, I just explained this. I just explained this right now. So this is something you also have to look out for to ensure that your keywords are placed naturally on your website and on your content. Cloaking, showing one more version of content to search engines and another version to users. Now, this is deceptive, where you are basically redirecting people to another version of a page that is ranking high. Now, this is against search engine. It's deceptive. So, search engine, once they discover this, it's going to really tell on your domain and ranking. Now, hidden text and links. Now, using invisible text or links such as white text or a white background to manipulate rankings. Now, this is also against best practices. Now, when you leverage paid links, when you buy backlinks from other sites to boost authority, this practice is explicitly against Google's guidelines. So it's important that you avoid this. Now, content scraping, when you copy content from other websites without adding value or permission. Now, this is a big deal because what happens is that when when a website shares a new content, the search engine bots basically crawls that website, crawls website generally, and then it now discovers a content on that website. Now, if you as a content writer, you want to create content on that topic, you went ahead and copy every single bit of that content without formatting it, without carrying out more research, and then you have that content on your blog. Search engine will know the first websites that publish this content, and it's going to penalize your content basically because it's obvious that you literally just copied the content of another business. So it's important that you carry out unique research, and then you structure the content so it's original by adding other informations to the content. Now, link farms. Now, this here involves cheating or using a network of websites solely for generating backlinks to manipulate ranking. Now, we spoke about how you can build backlinks naturally, but then when you resort to link farms, it's it's something that Google frowns against, and once you are caught It's going to impact your ranking. Private blog networks, BPN. Now, these are a set of websites under a single owner designed solely for link building to manipulate search engine rankings. Now, what this means is that a user can have about 50 blogs, and what these blogs are doing, all of these blogs are just sharing links so that they can rank themselves and rank a particular website. Now, search engine doesn't like that because you are trying to trick the search engine bot in order to rank your website when ethically it's not supposed to be done. Now, risk for black hat SEO. Now, the penalties, search engines like Google can penalize sites using black hat tactics, which may lead to drastic drop in rankings or complete removal from the search engine result. Now you lose trust as well as a business. Now let's take a look at what grey hat SEO means. Grey hat SEO is a middle ground between black and white hat techniques. It involves methods that aren't strictly against search engine guidelines, but may push the boundaries for acceptable practice. Grey hat tactics often exploit loopholes in the system and may carry risk, but they aren't as blatantly unethical or manipulative as black hat SEO. Now let's dive deeper. Now let's take a look at some characteristics. Now, risky but not illegal. Grey hat techniques aren't necessarily forbidden, but may be frowned upon by search engines if detected. Moderate risk. Now, these techniques can still lead to penalties if search engine updates their algorithm or decide to target certain tactics. Now, some common grey hat SEO techniques involve content spinning. Now, using automated tools to rewrite content so that it appears original, but it's often low quality. Now, at this point, instead of using that content, or instead of using that particular content, or instead of going to another website to use their content, you now use some automated tools to rewrite it. So it now seems like a new content, but then it doesn't have a lot of value. Now this can, as it says, it's a way that you can actually improve your ranking, but then it's it's not entirely best practice, and it can impact your authority and ranking. Now, when you use clickbait titles, creating sensational headlines that attract clicks but may not accurately reflect the content. Now, this is very bad, and search engine frowns at this. Now, when you also have duplicate content, you're using the same content across different pages or sites without adding significant value or uniqueness. Now, buying expired domains, acquiring expired domains with backlinks and redirecting them to your site to boost authority. Now, this is also one of the things that you know grey hat SEO specialists do. Now, guest blogging for links, using guest blogging primarily to get backlinks without offering real value or engaging content. Now, um, in as much as Google and other search engines appreciate guest blogging, but then when you just reach out to a website and you don't share any valuable content because you want to get backlinks, this is what search engine is against. They are bent on delivering value and quality content to people who are searching for information online. Creating microsites, when you develop multiple small websites to funnel traffic to a main site through backlinks, though not as manipulative as PBN, where this is where you have a group of people where they have websites, and basically what they do is just to build backlinks basically. Now, what are the risks of grey hat SEO? Now, algorithm updates. Now, search engines frequently update their algorithm, and grey hat tactics that were once effective may suddenly be penalized. Now, because of these tactics, they are not completely ethical. Google might get to understand these things, or other search engines, and when they update their algorithm, it gets to catch up with such users. Now, there are potential for penalties. While not outright against guidelines, if Google detects that your tactics are manipulative, your site could still face penalties. Now, let's take a look at white hat SEO. Now, white hat SEO refers to the use of ethical, sustainable, and search engine approved strategies to improve search rankings. White hat techniques focuses White hat techniques focus on providing valuable content and a positive user experience, adhering to search engine guidelines. Now, basically, all of the things we spoke about on page SEO and all of the best practices, when you adhere to all of this, you basically be implementing white hat SEO. Now you want to first focus on quality and user experience. You want to it also it promises long-term results. Now, though results may take longer to achieve, White Hat SEO offers sustainable and safe ranking improvement without the risk of penalties. Now, it also aligns with search engine guidelines. Now, some of the common white hat SEO techniques include high quality content creation. Now, when you create high quality content that attracts backlinks, now this is great. All of the things we spoke about on page SEO, that's literally what you need to do in order to be on the right side when it comes to SEO. Now, keyword optimization and research, on page optimization, mobile optimization, natural link building, and it also when your website improves the user experience, it's also great. Okay, I think we're good. Now, some of the benefit of white hat SEO is because there's no risk of penalties. By sticking to search engine guidelines, white hat SEO eliminates the risk of penalties from search engines. Now, it also offers sustainable growth and builds trust. Now we have a table here that's helping us to compare between black hat SEO, gray hat SEO, and white hat SEO. In terms of risk, black hat is very high risk of penalties, moderate risk, and it has no risk at all. Now time to results. Now this is talking about how much time it will take for that website to start ranking. Now this is fast but short-lived. Imagine you only get to rank within a few days or a few months, and you get locked off the system. I think that's not worth it. Now it's moderately fast and slow, but it is sustainable. Now this is unsustainable. It's uncertain. You are not sure what would happen, but this is sustainable and long term. It's unethical. It's somewhat risky, and for white hat, it's ethical and follows guidelines. Now let's talk about examples. We have keyword stuffing and link farms. Now we have content spinning and buying of expired domains. Right here it says high quality content and organic backlinks. Now in terms of focus, it focuses on manipulating search engines. While for grey hat, it focuses on shredding the lines, while white hat provides value to the users, which is what search engines are appreciative of. Now we're at the final point in the notes where we'll be looking at the conclusion. Now, understanding the differences between black hat, gray hat, and white hat SEO is essential for building a successful and sustainable SEO strategy. Now, while black hat techniques may provide quick gains, the long-term risk far outweighs the benefits. Now, grey hat SEO offers a compromise, but there is still a chance of penalties in which search engines change their algorithm, while white hat SEO, although slower to produce results, offers the safest, most ethical, and most sustainable approach to improving your website visibility and ranking in search engine results. For long-term SEO success, it's best to focus on the white hat techniques, creating valuable content, optimizing your site properly, and building natural high quality backlinks. At this point, we have come to the end of our note on SEO, and I believe it has been an interesting session, even though SEO can be a bit complicated. But then, looking through all of the various aspects of SEO, white hat, black hat, and also the different categories of SEO, I believe by now, you now have a grounded knowledge of what SEO is, and then when you start analyzing, start using all of these tools, all of these things will start to make sense to you. So I made mention of us looking at WordPress. Let's just have an overview of WordPress. Now, I thought this is necessary because yesterday I showed you how you can carry out on-page optimization using Yoast on a WordPress website. Now, this is what the WordPress interface looks like basically. So once you are able to install WordPress on your hosting server, this is what it looks like. Okay, this is where you can add your posts. This is where you can add media files. If you have pages, once there are comments on your website, you get to see it here. And a couple of other things. Now, for you to make your WordPress functional, you need to add some plugins to your website, and that's what I'm going to show you how you can install the used plugin, or basically where you can find and install it. And once you install it, it's going to prompt you to set it up using a wizard, and once you are done with that setup, you can now head over to pages and then get to edit with and get to edit your page, and then get to implement SEO, where you get to make the changes and then see how that page ranks. So what you need to do is head over to, once you are on any WordPress backend, it generally looks like this. So you head over to appearance, and under appearance, you're going to see plugins just beneath appearance. So let me refresh this page. Let's click on pages. Now under appearance, you can see here it says plugins, and under plugins we have installed plugins, add new plugins, and plug in editor. Now what we just need to do is we click on plugins. And what plugin does is it adds functionality to your WordPress website. And if you look down, you see I have the used SEO plugin installed. And what you need to do is you need to basically click on add new. So if you're on a WordPress website without any form of plugins, now this is the plugin library. What you just need to do is to search. Once you search for used, now, because use is already active, you can see use is active right here. Now, but then use duplicate post isn't active, but then these are plugins that are not active on my website. You can see use has a total of 10 million active users, and here over 27,000 reviews for used SEO. So basically, once you have installed this and the setup is complete, it automatically appears on every page and on every post on your website. So let me head over to posts. So let's say I want to see how it's going to reflect on my post. Now these are all the posts that I have on my website, and by my right hand side you're going to see now these are now SEO indications. Now this is the SEO score. This is showing red because I've already done a lot of editing to this. Now this is showing okay. Now this is basically showing you how optimized your content is. At the moment, this page doesn't have a focus keyword, that's why it's red. But if you move down, you notice that this is green because this page has been optimized. This is good. This is good. Now this is actually okay. This is good. Now this is showing you the number of outgoing links from these pages. Here we have one outgoing link. We have one outgoing link. Um, these are basically outgoing links, to other websites. Right, this here are number of internal links that are on the post. Now I have 2, 4, 2, 2. Now because of this content here, we optimize. That's why you can see, this score displaying here. And what do I need to do here? So once you are on the various pages, you can now go down into this pages where you can now identify all of the things that you need to do on that page, and you will also get to see the SEO icon, on your page that's going to guide you on the things to do in order to optimize your content. So I am currently trying to load this page so we can see where you can find this used icon on your WordPress website when you're trying to build a page, basically. Now, what you need to do is to you click on this icon, and then you can see used SEO. Now, once you click on it, if you remember correctly, this was where I showed you, how you can carry on your competitor analysis, where you can see how your readability. Now you can look through and make necessary changes that you need to make. So I believe this brief overview on, getting to see what the WordPress backend looks like if you haven't, and just a walkthrough on how you can install the used plugin, and basically how you can edit a page and still find the icon that would help you to format your page so it's SEO friendly. With this, I believe it's making things a lot more warmer. So when over time you get to work or you get to experience the back end of WordPress, it doesn't look completely strange to you. So at this point, it's past 8:30 already. So it's time for us to get into the question and answer segment. So if you have any questions regarding all the things that we have been talking about, please bring up your questions so we can discuss it right here on the class and then offer clarifications. Now, what I want you to do is, since Ubersuggest is free, please open an account on Ubersuggest and get to play around with it. And basically, you certainly pick up a couple of things. And also for tools like Moz, SEMrush, if you have a credit card, so what you can do basically is you can, input your credit card, and then it, I think they offer you one like a 7 days free trial. Before then, you can cancel your subscription and get your card of the system. That can just help you gain a bit of hands-on experience on how you can use all of these tools for SEO research and implementing SEO. Your questions can start coming in if you have any questions. And I also recommend that please you watch these sessions once more. It's important you watch these sessions once more. And you can also carry out more research, read articles, watch a couple of YouTube videos. At the moment, you have the basics. You have more than just the basics of SEO. You can easily explain SEO to someone and get them to understand why it's important for them to have certain structures on their website in order for it to rank high on search engines. Your questions should start coming in. I'm not seeing any questions here. Um, Now about the notes will be shared across to you. I'm going to share this to the teaching assistants, and they'll get the note across to you. Does it mean internal linking and backlinks are the most important in setting up top ranking websites in SEO? No, they are not the most important, but altogether they are important. Now, initially, when I started, I spoke about the categories of SEO, which includes on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. And generally, all of them work hand in hand. So if you do not have good content, you can't even implement internal linking, and no website is going to link to you. So you see, they all work hand in hand. So you need to make sure that your content is structured. This is where on-page SEO comes into play. Now, once you have a great on-page SEO, you attract internal linking. Internal linking, you basically get to do it yourself because you have a lot of content that you can link to. Then, once you have great content, you attract other businesses, other websites in your niche so they can link to your content. So they work hand in hand basically. So all of these things needs to work in order for you to have a robust SEO strategy. Now you do not need to lack in one, you do not need to be so great in one, you just need to make sure that everything is you are basically carrying everything together. More questions, please. More questions. The questions should start coming in. Yeah, the slides will be shared across. Once this lesson is done, I will just make the necessary edits and then share the slide, and it will be shared to you guys as usual. Yeah, you're welcome, Mabel. Your questions should start coming in, please. If you have more questions, please bring them up. If you do not have any questions, you could as well, um, complete this session. But what I just want to let you know is all of the things that we have done from especially Tuesday, um, not Tuesday rather, especially Thursday, which was yesterday. So I want you guys to practice. I believe, for those who have physical businesses, you should try, and start using local listing, so you can list your business and get it seen on Google Map basically. Yeah, of course, it's easier for you to collaborate with businesses in your niche. I mean, it's a lot more easier because you have quite a number of things in common. So if you have something in common with a business, it's a lot more easier for you to collaborate with that business. So if you are both in the marketing space, I might have a research that you might be interested in, or we can both collaborate and conduct a research. But if we are in entirely different industries, collaboration will be pretty difficult basically. So it's a lot more easier for you to collaborate with businesses in the industry, or you can reach out to other industries if you have something of value that you think might be valuable to them. You have a research, you can reach out to an educational institution if it's something that it should be valuable to them. They just need to ascertain the source and the credibility of the research. If you can gain access to a free site, that's nice. But then most times, if you can get a custom site, it actually gives you a lot of flexibility. Unlike the free versions, you cannot really do a lot. But when you are opting in for a paid plan or setting content management system, depending on your setup, it gives you a lot of flexibility actually. So that's something you should consider. Your questions should start coming in. I'm not seeing a lot of questions. Assume all of the things that we have looked at in regards to SEO are understood because from the first time we had SEO a few weeks back down till today we have been talking about on page, off page, and technical SEO. I think for today the one of the things we spoke about that's new, I think it's gray hat, white hat, and black hat SEO. Aside that, at one point in the lesson, I have spoken about internal linking. I have also spoken about, yeah, I think basically that was what we did today, internal linking strategies that you can implement to build your backlinks. What do you mean by what's the best link building for websites? That question, it's not pretty clear. Please, I'd like to get the context of what you are asking. Yeah, please, it's advisable. Please rewatch the sessions because most times, I will always say this, it can be very overwhelming when you want to understand something new at the spot. It can be very overwhelming, especially when it's the first time learning about it. You certainly pick up a couple of things, but I can tell you for sure that there are things you actually miss out. Then when you go back to it, a lot of things will start to make sense. So something I might say something towards the end of this lesson, and I might have made reference to it earlier on, but then when you watch this session, those things basically starts to make sense. So I'm not seeing any questions. I assume we do not have any question. I want to thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your energy. You guys have been doing a great job. Please, I want you guys to continue. It's not easy learning something new, but I can tell you for sure, if you give in the time and dedication, you finally get great results from these skills that you're learning, and you're going to put it into great use. You're welcome, guys. So at this point, I want to wish you guys a good night rest and also enjoy your weekend. And we'll get to see you some other time before the end of this program. Good night from this